Will you hurry up? It's time to get started. I knew this was a bad idea.
All right, give me a minute, will you? You said you wanted creative ways to communicate caulk.
Yes, I did, and I meant it. And I also meant them to go faster than you're going right now. I know I made that clear. I did. I made that clear. I said it to him right before we went back there. When I was asked to lead this support group for people who love caulk, I didn't know I'd have to think of everything. I expected them to contribute. I tell you, if I was caulk, I would not feel very loved by this group. No, sir.
I know what you're thinking, punk. Did I lay 5 beads of caulk or 6? Yeah, well, in all the excitement of that new construction, I forgot myself. But seeing as this here is Shermax Ultra, the urethranized elastomeric sealant, the most powerful in the world, you gotta ask yourself, do you feel cocky?
Stop,
Punk!
Stop, all right? This is not creative. I don't understand, and I'm sure I'm not alone here, what this has to do with caulks and sealants.
It's an impression. He's trying to beat that filthy, disgusting Harold guy.
That's Dirty Harry. And he's trying to introduce that famous line about a man's got to know his limitations.
Indeed. And yet in this instance, the man represents all caulks and sealants. Vis-a-vis, as a man has limitations, so too does caulk.
He's basically saying that all caulks and sealants have limitations.
Well, duh.
And to achieve the best results, you have to consider the limitations for that particular application.
Not all caulks are created equal.
That's right. Some of them are a lot more attractive than others.
I guess some people are just born with it. It's exactly the kind of enthusiasm I've been trying to get out of them. Limitations, it's a tough concept for a person with my obvious upside, but is that true of latex caulk? Yes, yes it is. If latex caulk applies itself, it can do anything. I'm living proof.
I don't understand. Latex caulk without limitations, is that so hard to ask?
Oh, no, and the good news is it doesn't have to have limitations.
Yeah, that's not right.
Hush. We have limitless caulk, top quality caulk. Caulk without boundaries.
Actually, regardless of the quality of all Sherwin-Williams latex caulk, they have some basic limitations.
Like what?
Like it can't be applied when it's below 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, there is that, but other than that...
Preparation is also important. Sherwin-Williams likes to say that surface should be clean, dull, and dry.
But do we have to call it dull? Can't we think of a better name like teased or deglazed or buff? Oh, can we call it buff? I really like buff.
Okay, so clean, buff, and dried. Forget frozen, wet, or frosted.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
And you can't do it outside when it's raining?
Or when it's going to rain.
Because it'll wash right out of the joint.
And water's not good for it to cure. No.
Yes. Yes, yes!
Yeah, and also none of this stuff is made for marine use, okay? So no using it below the water line.
Yeah, I guess.
As so frequently happens, the group has become somewhat limited in its focus. In this case, the outdoor limitations of latex products. However, it's also important to remember that you should never use these products in a joint that is more than 1/2 inch wide or deep unless you first use a backer rod. That should be discussed.
Okay. As it turns out, caulk has some limitations, okay? But does that make caulk a bad person? No, I don't think so. And we have to help caulk overcome its limitations.
Actually, we have to learn to work within the limitations of a product in order that we can reap the benefits of optimum performance.
All right, that's what I just said. So It doesn't matter what caulk you're using for an application.
Yes, it does. Sherwin-Williams makes different caulks and sealants for different building and repair applications.
Yeah, I mean, if you were building a house, you wouldn't use a rock instead of a hammer. I mean, even if it was cheaper.
And would you put molasses in your car instead of oil because it's more convenient?
No, of course not. But what
Can we talk about what makes you a bad person?
No. Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, well, I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but I kind of like it when they all turn on Edward like that. But even though he was there, today was a good session. I appreciate knowing the limitations of caulk. Things like you can't apply it when the temperature is below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. You can't apply it when it's raining or when it's going to rain. You can't use it below the water line. You can only apply it on clean, dull, and dry surfaces. And you can't use it on joints that are more than a 1/2 inch wide or a 1/2 inch deep unless you use a backer rod. Because it's like Clint says, a caulk's got to know its limitations.